1, 2. Mic on.
All right. We are good to go, boys. We are good to go. Let's try need that to be enchanted. Empty bags, more or less. Let's go. So yeah, first day since, 4 months. It's gonna be the first day since a while that we're gonna be able to get the arcane crystals for ourselves. Not for the hammer, not for anything else, not to craft them into arcanite bars, but it's gonna be for ourselves. It's gonna be fantastic. It's gonna feel much better, I'm pretty sure. Much, much better. Imagine just needing twice that amount for Thunder Fury. That's crazy. You need 100 bars because you need, if I'm not wrong, you need 10 Elementium bars, and each Elementium bars requires Elementium ore, some elemental flux, the big ones that you buy for like 3 gold a pop at the blacksmith supplies, and then you need 10 Arcanite bars. For 1 Elementium, then you need 10. So you need 100 bars, you need your 2 bindings. Crazy stuff. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Good thing though, crafting the Elementium does not have a cooldown, from what I've heard, so it's a good thing. Imagine if it had like a cooldown on top of that. But normally, if you have a Thunder Fury, you're gonna be held by the guild. Much more than if it's a paladin that gets a Hand of Rag, you know what I mean? And at the same time, I wanted to have the challenge for myself, so it's not the same idea. It's not the same thing. But right now, we're still gonna keep farming gold. I mean, I still have some little things to work on before we jump to other things, so I want to get it done properly. So we're gonna be farming a little bit of gold for the next few days, and I need to get my bottomless bag. So I made the I calculated that it's 12. There's been some PvP here. I haven't seen any world PvP in here for a long time. That reminds me of my Skyrim days. But basically, yeah, 1 bottomless bag is 12 mooncloth, if I'm not mistaken. Let's just check that real quick. It's 12 mooncloth, and mooncloth is about 30 gold right now. Arcane crystal, a little bit more than 60, so 65 on average. So for every crystal, I get 2 mooncloth, and I'm gonna be able to either trade or I'm just gonna sell it and then I'm gonna buy it right after. And so that means I need 6 arcane crystals per bag. I have 3 that I need, so I need 18 arcane crystals. That's gonna be the next milestone. And then I have my last arcanite bar that needs to be transmuted. It should be transmuted today, so then after that we're gonna be just waiting for the opportune moment to craft it, make the video, make the footage that I want to do with it, and we're gonna be good to go. Um, we see the boat. We saw the boat in the distance, in the fog. There we go. Woohoo! Speaking of this, little sheep. All right. Let's just put my hunter assist, whatever, right there. Sure, I can put it right behind here. Could I bother you for a res, please? Jesus. Jesus is dead. Yo. Little sheep. What guild is he in? 2 rogues, 1 chalice. Oh, rip. Oh, clutch. Clutch. Sorry if you didn't want to take the boat, though. Not my problem, but I think you wanted. Yeah. Nice cat, yo, for sure. That was just very nice. I thought I was gonna be line of sighted by the boat, but no, it turns out we got it. We got it. Poggers in the chat. We're so close to getting that rogue as well. But he cut line of sight and I was about to hammer his face. But we made him pop a potion, so at the end of the day, we're in a good spot. How often do you get doubles of arcane crystals? Well, I've only seen one Archevian my whole classic experience have 2 arcane crystals, and that was at the beginning, and I was not even the one mining it, so I never got double arcane crystals in my runs, unfortunately. And not even outdoor when I was farming in EPL on Skyrim, nothing, so that's a little bit sad, but it is what it is. Like the best ratio was 3 crystals in 5 runs. That's my best, or my best average, I should say. But now that I don't need the crystals anymore for like a specific purpose, well, other than, you know, making my pockets deeper and just becoming a tycoon, straight arcane crystal tycoon, I might be luckier, you know, because I don't have a specific amount. Like I'm just going there to chill and make money and be happy. So and provide for the guild. That's something that I want to start doing. So I might eventually get my hands on a Bhelockharyh, even though officers say a Bhelockharyh should never go to paladin. You know, I don't know, but just help the guys because they are. A lot of them are very good PvPers and very good players, but they're like, oh, bros, I have like 50 gold in my bank or 50 gold in my bags, and I don't have a lot of stuff. And I'm like, well, damn. Got a double on our first jump run last night, so I guess it's all downhill from here. Ah, you never know, man. You never know. Some people are luckier than others. Like, at some point, like I was saying, it took me 50 or over 50 RTVs to get another Arcane Crystal because I got one, then went on a super dry streak. I think a couple of weeks back, or at some point, I was streaming and it happened to somebody else, or was it last week or this week? I don't remember, but somebody else. What's up, man? Korik. We're gonna Korika MPC. What's up, man? Um, he was telling me that he was on a very dry streak for a while. So I mean, I guess it's luck. For some people, it's. I mean, some people have looted Edge Masters, and you know they get some boss ass rolls when it comes to rolling on items, while other people they roll like twos and stuff. So just keep faith that you will keep getting Arcane Crystals. Keep faith. But no, even because I've had runs, because when you get to the end, you either have 2 to 3 RTVs, and each of them have like 2 to 4 hits that you can get out of those. But one time, I had 3 full blast RTVs, so 3 RTVs full with 4 hits each. Didn't even get a crystal out of them, so. While at some other times I would get only 2. One had 2 hits, the other one had 4, so that's like half. I would only get 6, and I would get 1. So, you know, it's not because you have more chances that you're gonna have. Well, statistically speaking, you have a better chance to have an Arcane Crystal if you have 3 RTVs with 4 hits each. But I mean, statistics don't seem to be in my favor recently in terms of loot, but it's fine, man. I'm enjoying the game nonetheless. Because we're at 1500, 1550 in terms of gold. I'll try to boost that out to 2k. And then we'll see if we can buy some stuff in bulk. Because I have one, like the first bag I bought from White Thought, is the name of the character. Thought it was pretty funny. Oh, up here. She told me that if ever I needed somebody to craft the bags, that she could, or he could, whatever, whoever is it, that you know, I already have a plug in terms of bottomless bag crafter. So if I come to that person and say, hey, I want 3 crafted, I can get obviously a better price on the tip. And then if I buy some mooncloth in bundle deals, you know, a stack of 10, of 12 or something, I might get a better price as well. So I will see. Because afterwards I'll start working on some pieces to get crafted. I need to talk to one of my guildie, a blacksmith that has the Demon Forge breastplate pattern. I need to get that. Apparently as well, ZG is out. Apparently, like I don't have any confirmation, but in our Discord somebody was saying, oh, what the heck? S-Fan says that he's already 4 out of 15 for ZG, and I was like, what? It came out yesterday? But nobody is running those, so I don't know. It probably didn't, but some people say it is. Some people say it's not out yet. Extremely weird, but nobody's, you know, spamming ZG groups in world chat and whatnot, so I tend to think that it is not out yet. That's the thing, do you even need a attunement for that? I don't think so. I don't have time to go and look on the aisle to see if there's the NPCs. But anyways, in ZG we'll also have some good loot. We have like three pieces I think The mace, healing neck, lifesteal axe. It's not gonna be a prior on the axe though. I'm gonna have to check with who is tanking and all of that, but still have something good because I want to do my I want to try my lifesteal set of gear. My God, how is it cleared? Who kills these dude? Whatever. Not my problem. $54. That's actually gonna help a lot. 540 health. It's gonna help for the last boss. Well, the first one as well. I tried once to like because sometimes I'm waiting. I tried once to go like around, but you're not really. It's not a good spot to jump right underneath you if you're more over here because you're right in front of the lashers. So that's one of the reasons why I came to the conclusion that jumping on the side and just waiting for the patrol is better. Okay, that's true. Let's not do the thing that I always do, is forget to swap my trinkets. Especially in PvP, when you forget to swap your insignia. And you see a situation that you could, a little fight that you could have won if it wasn't for you eating that stun, that fear, or that disorient, whatever it is, that your trinket can remove. Oh la la. Feels bad. Oh, what the heck? That was very strange how. Is there one over here? No, okay. Dried King Ballet. Go, 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 go. At first I thought that pull, well not that pull, but that technique for hydrospawn was not possible, but you just have to believe in your level and the aggro range. You just gotta do it. Alright. Since I'm not at full health and mana, I'd rather avoid fighting, so when I get to the boss I get ready to just blast him right away. Don't need to wait for mana and whatever. Oh boy, a lot of people in Ashara, holy schnitz. Is the boss up or something? Scout? Okay, no, they're all scouting. That's something that you will eventually get to know is just your intuition. Like, do you want to fight the boss, or do you, right away as you get there, or do you want to wait even longer and potentially get like 10 silver from the mob? Because it would take about the same time if he's about in the middle of the path coming down, or even higher up. It takes about the same time to kill him than to just wait, and then you use resources, and then you need to wait for those resources to come back either by eating, drinking, and then you use resources for basically no reason. So sometimes it's just wiser. Something that's going to be cool though is when I have my hammer, I'm going to be able to blast them. You know, even more damage. God damn it! It was just out of range. Oh, nice. I got a crit out of that Holy Wrath, so it's worth the mana. If you don't get a crit because it's only one target, maybe not the best thing to do, but boom. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's something. Sometimes that's something he will do. He'll just be close, and then he'll just come and hug your little post, and then you're gonna freak out a little bit. That's why you really want to keep him, like, you don't want him to go further than this, whether you have the spikes over here, just to give you some buffer, because it can be very, very problematic otherwise. That's true, because we have raid night tonight. I'm not gonna go back to Ironforge once we're done, because I'm gonna be staying here for my DM buffs. If ever we get an ID or whatever, if I just need to get, I don't need to get summons. I mean, I don't know why I actually go for my DM buffs, because I mostly every time I just lose them on Veil because I get bombed. Like, it's happened to me I think 3 weeks in a row. Last week I didn't get the bomb on Veil, so I was like, oh, but I only had my Onyxia buff anyway, so I was like, well, damn. The one time I don't take it, I actually don't get bombed. So, but whatever. I mean, I'm already here, so might as well see if I can get some other buffs, and maybe it will be like here this week, and I'm not gonna get bombed, and I'm gonna have all my buffs. Because that's the thing, I was not dying to any other boss, only to this one where I didn't have, goddamn, where I didn't have the choice. Shout out to that priest earlier. Actually, holy fudging. Ooh, resist. That's a problem. You don't want to have him here. Very sloppy run to begin with. Very, very nice. Well, with the guild, we came to the conclusion that normally it's always the bad players that get the best loot. So maybe if we actually get sloppy runs and we almost die every time, maybe we're gonna get some more arcane crystals. Because you'll always see like people with very good gear or a very insane piece of gear, but then they'll have like bad gears to back it up, or they'll have very weird itemization, weird enchants and stuff like that, and other people that would be using this weapon to its full maximum potential, they never get it. So, sloppy Zevrim means arcane crystals. Maybe. I'll have to test that out. Yeah, I don't have a lot of mana to start just hammering his face, so I'll just wait until he's below 10% to start hammering. It's hammer time! What? He's at 14%. Percent. Hmm. Ah. Boom. There we go. Nice, a tier bow. Not bad, not bad. Easy 3 gold. That's true, I don't even need to care about the satyr. I killed it earlier. Yeah, normally if you're aligned with this little rock, you're gonna be fine. You won't aggro anything. Some little... And I've heard you can... oh. I was told, and I saw afterwards, that you can actually leave combat if you jump on this pillar right here. Because, you abuse the terrain in your favor. No, okay. I'll just get the crumbs. No book. Oh. Little war pods. Oof. I think the worst thing that can happen to you out of those war pods is getting snared, because that's when you are in the courtyard or the garden, the conservatory, whatever. Um, the problem is avoiding the patrols. So, and if you don't realize it, you're gonna be like, why am I not moving? Ah! And then you can get slapped. Ooh. That was close, that was close. But unusual PvP paladin specs. That could be interesting, definitely. Because I remember, now that you say that, I remember looking up back in the days when, we only had private servers, paladin builds, and I found like a bunch of them. Whether it was Holy Prot, Holy Red, Red Holy, Red Prot, Prot Holy, Prot Red, you know? So it could be interesting. I'd be curious to see a Reckoning build with Mr. Hand of Rag. That could be very interesting. Just load up some autos, just come up to a mage, hey, what's good? Wham! Turn him into a pancake. That could be interesting. Because that's the thing, you know, I'm also torn in between, you know, do I rank up to rank 11 to get the cool mount, or do I not? I'm not sure yet, so depending on that, it might affect if I do some PvP builds or not. Because I like PvP, but I don't know, with the Paladin, like, meh. But I'm gonna give a try to a more offensive healing build. It's funny, I was in the coalition because we have a Discord for ranking on Incendius, and people were laughing at me for saying, you know, I'll go offensive healer, and they were like, no, you will go holy paladin, or you don't come. And I was like, okay, you haven't seen me clap motherfuckers, or maybe you've seen troll paladins or too many red paladins that whenever you see a paladin, you're like, no, you're gonna go holy, shut the fuck up. So I don't know, but I still want to go more offensive, because just going healer, and I mean, if you're in a pre-made, that's fine because you have other people, but when you're solo queuing, like going healer, I personally don't like that. I like to kill people to have maybe have a swing in a situation. Although you can say, well, I mean, you can heal people, and you can have somebody that is good, and you just heal him, and he'll kill 5 people, and then you can 2v5. But I mean, I have yet to see somebody like that in solo queues. But that's cool. With the build I have right now, I can be either defensive if I choose to play that way, or offensive. Man, it gets so easy, I can just play that with one hand. But I won't tell you what I do with my other. Just kidding. What I do with my other hand, I'm drinking some nicey juice. DZ and Rise are going to start a GoFundMe for repairs. uh, Can try a one-hander. I saw a build, rank 3 Sora, have very good scaling, fast weapons. Huh. That's interesting. Rank 3. SOR. Rank 3. 150 mana compared to 200. I guess, yeah, you would sacrifice some burst, but to get probably some more sustained damage. Because Scylla Crusader is very, very good for the burst. When you get into full stun, you just eat that damage. I've seen my Judgment of Command crit for like 900. I was like, holy shit, on a one-handed weapon? Like, damn. But granted, I think I had the Berserk buff from AB on, so that's what, 20 to 30% increased damage, so. Okay, the little rents are over there. Ba ba boom. Easy mode, 88 total wipes, nice. Just wiping those butts. Thank you. Alright. How lucky are we gonna be? Okay, 2 hits. What I might do is start stacking all that thorium for the next uh, um, Dark Moon Fair. Because it's gonna be an Elwyn, so the chances that more people on the Alliance side will want to participate and do the turn-ins, because you don't have to go to Mulgore and, you know, PvP and all of that, it might even be, the prices might even go higher than they were during this DMF, so I made like 2x my profit easily. Alright, no crystals, no worries. No crystals, no worries. Want to buy blue sapphire times 7 for 50 gold, damn. Are the blue sapphires dunking again? This is quite unfortunate. They used to be very good breadwinners. Like, they would make the small thorium veins like actually viable and actually worth it. Because you could get like, I remember I was in EPL. Hold on, I'm gonna show you exactly where I was. True story. I was right here or here. I don't remember, but one of those two veins. And I was like, whatever. It's a small thorium vein. Started mining, blast, and got a blue sapphire. And oh, that's right, I didn't even reset. I'm so stupid sometimes. And yeah, boom, 25 gold. Back in the days when they were that expensive. 25 gold for just getting one hit out of one small thorium vein? Man, try to get that nowadays. Impossible. 330 spell powered Crusader Judgment. And spec when I improve Star, I hit every attack with 67 by hand at 1.6 speed. Is the reason why you go for rank 3 Seal of Righteousness just for mana conservation? Because yeah, 67, I mean, I'm actually curious. If I ever fight a Satyr, I'll try rank 8 just to see what's the difference. Oh damn, where do I put it? I don't know. I guess I'll just keep the page up at that spot, but Curious to see how hard I hit. So how much spell power do I have? I have 229. 229. Maladath, Black Ray, Rune Blade of the Black Flight. Struda is very nice. Crusader on? The stats are very nice. The name is long and epic as well, so I don't know. The longer the name of a weapon normally, the better it is. Let's go. Because with rank 3, 67 with 330 spell power and Crusader Judgment. The only problem with this in PvP, well, the only thing about it is that if it gets dispelled, then you lose that damage increase. Okay, where is that little dude? If he's right there, we'll have a good fight. Wow. Actually, nah. I'm probably gonna get the other one on my way out instead. Because I'm right beside the boss there. That would not be smart. It's the first time I actually get in the tunnel and the mob is all the way up here. It's the first time it ever happened to me. Because wait, that's 21 to 75 holy damage. Damn. Plus 140 with Crusader. Yeah. Okay, it's in total. Okay, I get you. Yeah, that's the thing. When I saw that the gloves for PvP for the Paladin was increasing the damage from the damage increase from Judgment of the Crusader, that's where I realized, okay, that seal, I don't know, it's either that they realized that it would not be used otherwise, so they tried to buff it. Because I mean, if you compare it with other glove specific stats for other classes, like they reduce the cost of hamstring for the warriors, it does not compare in my opinion. But that's where I realized, yeah, okay, maybe it's a decent judgment to use. But that's the thing, it can be dispelled very easily. Like hamstring, you can say it can be dispelled, it can be prevented, but I still have to use like big cooldowns. It's not just my cleanse that will remove it. So I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it, but I should try it out before I start talking mad shit about it. Nice. Both my spells are nicely stacked, so I can do 2 exorcism for every holy shock. That also helps you with your MP5, so you basically cast 1 spell or 2 back to back every 15 seconds. Because if you start getting your like a little bit earlier, I had my spells like not nicely stacked, so you start having some weird windows where you have like a 5 second interruption in between those two, but it's just enough to get maybe like 1 tick or not, so you just kind of fudge it up. If you can nicely stack your spells are gonna be much better in terms of mana regeneration. So when he finally goes below 20%, you can just start hammering his face. Like, here I'm losing a little bit of time, but sometimes you can't help it. Yeah, I have 5 seconds in between those, exactly what I was saying, which is not good, but he's below 50%, so it's not, and I'm at 84% mana, so it's not gonna have too big of an impact. Man, I'm getting some good crits. What the heck? I might come close to my record victory here. Like 1 minute. Yo, we're just blasting this dude right now. 35%. Yeah, okay, yeah, 35. Although he goes down faster in the last 20% though. Seven 11. Okay, he's at 28. Oh, 48 seconds left. Okay, will you go below 20% already? He's still at 21% with 19 seconds left. Big rip. There we go. Yeah, let's try to man mode him. Just unload everything we have. Clever hat, NFL cloth. 5 minutes 20 seconds instead of a record of 5 minutes 12 seconds. Not bad. Well, like I said, we got close to our record. That's true. Let's pop this bad boy and let's see how much damage we do at rank 8. Oh, actually, no, I'll have to do this because I don't have a lot of mana right now. Alright, where you at? Where you at, bro? Alright, just for you, Mr. Red Spy. I'm just trying this. How much damage am I doing? I'm doing 66. And you're doing 67 with rank 3? Holy schnitz. How about if I have Seal of the Crusader, and then I do this. Oh, he starts taking 80, okay. 81, 80. Huh. That's interesting. Fast weapon because you have... Oh, okay. Wait, fast weapon because you have... You have a lot less base damage. The scale does not change with speed. Oh. That's true. I mean, you don't have it. That's true. I also have. Oh, I have a 2.7 weapon speed, so that's I think the slowest. If it's not 2.8 for one-handers, and I was only getting 80. Whew, okay, that's very cool though. Fast weapons. Which fast one-hander are you using? And me, it's mostly a caster weapon, so you don't have any strength or very good stats for melee. But I'd be curious to see what weapon you are using for that. Okay, no book. No book. Huh. Standing on tree. Can I stand on that one? Can you? Oh. Oh, you can come higher than this? Rip. Alright. And no book here either. Yeah, I'll be fine, I'll be fine, I'll be fine. Ha 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 ha. Managing being, having daggers available for a paladin, that would be interesting. For very fast weapons. It would be weird though, but still. Hand of Edward Diod. Oh. Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, man. Hand of Edward Diod. Plus you have the good proc on it too. Yikes. Apparently you can insta-cap AB flags with this, but even if you can't, I mean, just being able to cast a full blast holy light on yourself. Instant cast? Wow. If I can get my hands on one of those eventually, that would be very cool. God, Mr. Alzen. What? Why you no cast? Bah, okay. Like I said, this boss can be very weird. Sometimes he'll cast 5 times, other times he's not gonna do any of that. The good axe in ZG. Are you talking about the one with the... ZG, are you talking about this one over here? Is it a fast one, first of all? Oh, no. 2 seconds, okay. It's not that bad, although. It's still relatively fast. Because I think the fastest weapon that is not a dagger is like 1 point... Is it what, like 1.7? Something like that? 1.8? 1.6? I'm not sure. I know daggers can go down to like 1.4, I think, but 2 seconds is pretty decent for in terms of fast weapon for a one-hander. And with that one, if okay, so you'll have your lifesteal on this plus your spell power you were talking about. Depending on if it's a 1-to-1 ratio or not, like we don't exactly know yet, but you're gonna get some good value with that for sure, man. Holy shit. Getting some good damage, getting some good healing back as well. Just wearing those people down with your big shield to absorb more damage, so those warriors don't just go through you like you're a little stick of butter. Very cool. Let's just heal back up. 1.6, okay, yeah. You can go pretty low with this. With 1.6 speed, you're getting 66 damage? Yikes. Hold on, let's just do some calculations. Well, 1.5, that would be 45 attacks. 60 divided by 1.6, it's 37.5 attacks. You were seeing about 67 holy damage. Times 66, that's 2400 damage. 2475. obviously unmitigated and all of that, but still. What? Bro, I popped my son of a gun. You know, I literally popped that before. I still got hit by the thing. AoE farming build, no. You can use the build if you would like, but there's some things that are not very accurate anymore. I'm just gonna let you know right now. But you can use it for the Lasher farm if you want to start with this. See how that goes for you. But for the for this specific run, for the solo DME jump runs, no, because you don't have Holy Shock and you don't have Divine Favor. So, well, I mean, you could still manage to pull it off, but it would just take you so much time that you will more than likely not going to be able to do it. Or if you can, it's going to be boring. Because you're going to stay in for like 30 minutes for one run, if not more. Oof, got max ranged. Get wrecked. We're about to have the little minions though. Ba ba boom. Ah. Eee. But I mean, you can do some AoE farming with the lashers in a holy build just fine. You'll just have to adapt your gear and your like I haven't tested it, but I can see with the numbers, with what I've been hearing from people here and there with tanks and stuff, that yeah, I mean you don't get all that much extra value from going ooh ouch from going prot. So
Mic off. Mic on.
I'm getting slapped here. I am getting slapped. Nice. Just making sure the lashers are a little bit further away. Because those, they come in very fast. Ah, son of a gun. Whew, nice. Ho 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 ho. Yeah, crazy. You don't have SOR plus Sanctity, 25%. 25%, oh wait, 2475 we said times 1.25, that's almost 3k, it's 2970. Woohoo! Wow. Very interesting. Over 1 minute, obviously, just of yellow procs. Yeah, it's 15%. Okay, we got some dense stone at least, nice. Where are we in terms of music? Silver Moon, nice. Although I don't appreciate Blood Elves all that much, I like the music. Come on, give us our Night King Crystal, come on! Da, da. Have time for 2 more runs. So we're gonna be at 4. Right, yes, boom, boom. Let's put everything that is interesting. Got 1 stack of those. Reset, boom. But yeah, I'm so pumped for TBC. I don't know for you guys, but oh my god. I just can't wait. Can't wait to be a prot paladin full time and just blast everything. I mean, now we're gonna be talking about AoE farming all day, running dungeons, selling tank services, just being a baller, tanking raids, uh, just being a badass all around basically. An Avenger shield that's gonna like, I don't know how prot is gonna do in PvP. I think it's gonna, like, I've never played TBC, but I think it's gonna be very interesting, especially with like Avenger shield getting dazing up to three people for, is it 3, 4, or even longer, a couple of seconds, and everything just being able to bubble and not have like the melee speed, melee attack speed reduction, and all of that. Wow, it's gonna be fantastic. And I'm definitely gonna play a paladin because, you know, I want to finish the loop. But I'm also gonna have an alt if everything goes according to plan. Obviously, like, I can't see what's in the future, but I would like to have either a druid or a shaman alt as well. Shaman because they are amazing, and having a Draenei is gonna be very nice. I don't know if I'm gonna have jewel crafting on my main or my alt, but jewel crafting is gonna be something to look forward to as well. Start enchanting the gear with crystals and gems and whatnot. Man, I'm very looking forward to it. But I know there's a lot of, you know, it's very polarized. A lot of people are saying, no, like, we asked for classic, we don't want to have more than classic and blah blah blah. But I mean, with the new Hearthstone expansion, the survey that Blizzard sent, I mean, it's kind of, they cannot be like, oh yeah, you know what, we're just gonna release classic plus and, you know, no TBC or whatnot. You know, they could not do that. I mean, it's Blizzard. I guess they could against all odds, but it's just not gonna happen. But you have people are like, no, I don't want that. Like, it's a bad expansion. I mean, there's nothing fun beside like arena and raids and high-end content and blah blah blah. You know, you struggle to find private servers with enough like in-game community and engaging in-game content. But I mean, and then you have people that are like, bro, give me TBC right now. So very polarized. But I'm stoked for it because I never played it, so I really don't have any. I'm like a blank sheet, if you wish. I don't have any prejudice or anything against it. I'm just looking forward to play a prot paladin and, you know, just rock the world. Have a flying mount. That's gonna be interesting. Oh, depending on how we are going to be going into TBC, I'm gonna start stacking a lot of gold on my paladin so I can buy my flying very soon. Because I suspect that the best way and the way that they will do it is going to be keeping the servers right now as they are, and then people that want to transfer to TBC are going to be able to copy their characters. You know, to me at least, without having any knowledge about how to run a game company or a game servers and all that, it would be the best idea, because people that don't want to have anything to do with TBC, they just stay on the realm, they don't have to do anything about it. And people that want to transfer to TBC, well, it doesn't matter, they'll just copy over their character over. Hold on, plus I don't have improvers. Okay, yeah, never mind. So I think that's going to be the easiest and best way to do it. Now, is there going to be like gold limits or like a limit of how many characters you can send to one realm from your realm right here, etc., etc.? I have no idea, but depending on how it's going to turn out, I'm definitely going to make sure I have like a good. Is it like 5,000 gold for epic, not epic flying, but just flying? Anyways, I'm gonna make sure I have like a good cushion so I can start obviously doing a bunch of stuff on my own, and I don't have to be like, oh man, I need to save all that gold for flying, then all that gold for starting to buy whatever like items that I know that will increase in value later on, and etc., etc. So depending on how it plays out, obviously, like I have no idea. Maybe they'll be like, no, you're gonna level from 1 to 70 on a fresh server. Like that would be very sad, but never know, you know. Don't believe it until you see it, basically. But I'll make sure if we can transfer characters over. If it's only one per realm, with no other limits, like I'm gonna make sure that this guy is stacked out of his mind. I might also make sure to have, like, if it's only one character, like, damn, I would like 2 at least, but I mean, at the same time, it's gonna be, you're not gonna have any. What the? Do you see how he just cucked me there? And I might die. Oh, not even close. Fuck you. But yeah, if we can have 2 or 1, I'm gonna make sure to transfer a bunch of copper, tin ore, and all of that, so I can start working on jewel crafting. Because I have no idea how the profession game is gonna work in TBC. Because like I said, I have no clue what that expansion is about. Like all I remember from my experience in Lich King, leveling through Outlands and stuff like that, is you have the Fell Iron in burning the Hellfire Peninsula, but that's about what I remember about it. Like I was not a herbalist, so I don't know if there's like other Black Lotuses type nodes that are very good. So, but what I might do is drop herbalism and go mining jewel crafting, or keep herbalism and mining, and then maybe have jewel crafting on my alt. I'm not sure yet. But I know that whatever happens, even if I don't know, if ever I have a revelation when I'm dreaming that says, don't go jewel crafting, I'm definitely gonna go with on the TBC server with a bunch of ores, because other people are gonna want to have their jewel crafting skills, and you'll need to prospect the ores to get like the crystals and the things you need to level up. So definitely something to keep in the back of your head, whatever you do, if you plan on transferring to TBC servers or to play on the TBC servers. But I really hope, God. Whew. Holy schnitzel. Getting sacrificed 3 times. Yikes. bunch of health back as well because of the sacrifice. Good lord. But like we said, hey, bad players get best loot. That's the conclusion we came to, so maybe I'll get an Arcane Crystal this run. For sucking so much. But also understand, like, I know I've heard on the forums, but I mean, what I listen and I hear, what I hear, sorry, and what I read from the forums and from people, like, I take it with a good grain of salt, but I can understand that for some people, if they play their main right now and they're gonna transfer it, knowing that, you know, apparently there's some whole classes that you don't bring to like Sunwell, Sunwell Plateau because they don't have a kit that makes it worth. That kind of reminds me of a Red Paladin in Classic WoW, and I'm like, huh, well, now you know how it feels. But I mean, the whole classes, like, apparently, but I can understand that these people might not want to keep going. They don't want TBC because they're like a mage. Mage was the class that came up the most. I can understand if you're a god here. 8 minutes 12 seconds. Yikes. The Arcanist cookbook. I don't want this one. I want the one for Paladin. Good lord. I know I can buy it, but I want to get it myself. Like, I can understand if you're a god in Classic and then you transfer to TBC and you become a peasant. It can be, you know, you don't have an incentive to change and go play over. You would much rather stay in Classic and just blast everything than just feel the harsh reality of some classes in Classic because you're too good for that. So I can understand. I mean, that's obviously unfair, and even though I've been living through it, that because I can't go just as red and be competitive. I need people to be understanding and whatnot. I can be competitive, but I need so much to be to that level that, yeah, I can understand, but... And I don't want that for other classes, because it's the worst. Now people are saying, like, you just don't bring... Oh, Dusty Tome. Let's make sure we don't aggro this one like a noob. But like whole classes, you just don't bring mages in the Sunwell? Like, man, that sucks. Like, if it's true, like I said. I have no idea if it's true or just people being overly dramatic. It could be the case because it's the forums, you know. A lot of people that QQ. Huh. Anyways, if mages get, you know, the banhammer in the face like this, it is what it is. I personally don't care because, I mean, I have a mage alt right now, but it's mainly like, it's not even 60 yet. It's only gonna be my mage water bot and my personal portal master. So it's not like I'm putting a lot of effort and a lot of love and time into this character. So I mean, it won't affect my life as a gamer, as a paladin. It's TBC is like, you know, the holy chalice. You know, it's the it's finding the arc of the alliance, arch of alliance. You know, so because I play alliance, boom. So, but like I don't really care that much, but it's still sad that, you know, some people have to go through what I've been going through and even worse. So hopefully it's not the case, but at the end of the day, I can't help it. I'm not the one who designed the game, and you know that if they do it, they'll want to put probably as least effort as possible, so they won't try to fix things like this. And you're gonna have a lot of people that will say, "Oh, don't change," and "No, we want these changes," and "Oh, no, you're not a real you're not a real player if you don't go. So it's gonna be very difficult anyways to try to balance out everything. So but that opens up the question: what are they gonna do after TBC? Are they gonna release Lich King? And if they do release Lich King, which I think would be the best thing to do, because I think Lich King is where everybody was happy, everybody had a lot of fun, because you didn't have one class that was bad. You had some classes that were better. You had the Death Knight that was a hero class, so yes, they were very, very strong at the beginning, before they started to get like patched and whatnot. But you know, you could have a lot of fun. Like I played a rogue, I played a mage, I played a warrior, I played a pally. Had a lot of fun on all of them with many different specs. Like the abilities are just insane. Like there's a lot of fun. There's long ass talent trees, and you know you have a lot of customization available, a lot of playstyles, and you know you can really make a lot of good things come to life with this version of the game. So I think that's what everyone wants basically, or most people, if not everyone. So, but then when does it stop? Because technically, if we take the timeline, Classic was released in 2004, Kata was released in 2010. In December 2010? Or is it? Yeah. I think it's December 2010. I don't remember the exact date, but let's just say 6 years and a half, give and take. Classic was released in 2019, in August. 6 years and a half, that's like 2019 plus 6, that's 2025, about almost 2026. What's gonna happen after that? Massacre Sword of Agility. Damn. What the heck is this sword? Holy shit, it's awesome. Can you guys see that? Hold up, hold up. Because my stream preview is a little bit behind. You guys can see it, unfortunately, but it's a very cool one. LA Shamans probably change spec on TBC. Yeah, LA Shaman, like, I'm pretty sure LA Shamans are like Red Palette. Oh, no more Rune Cloth bandages after this. Good lord. It's the first time I am out of Rune Cloth bandages since I ever got the chance to craft them. Oh, actually, no, I have two more, because I have 4 Rune Cloth here. But they're probably gonna be buffed. Like I don't doubt it. That they're probably gonna get buffed like Red Paladins are. You know, it's like Classic is a good draft of what it could be. TBC gets it even, well, I guess there's some good and some bad, but there's some good and some bad in everything. But they start getting the picture better, and then Wrath of Lich King is like the gem is perfectly cut, perfectly reflects the light in all direction, and you know we found the formula. But then are they gonna release like classic Cataclysm? Like I hope not. Like for me, Cataclysm is where it all started to go downhill. So, but even there, even before, even the last raid, Ruby Sanctum in Lich King was like, what the fuck? I don't know. I really didn't like it. Like you went from being all cozy in Northrend and with ice and stuff to like bunch of fire, the whole map being destroyed and all of that. Meh. But I guess, like I said, if they follow the original main timeline, they have until 2025, 2026 to start thinking about what's happening after Lich King. But I guess it also depends on how the retail is doing as well. Apparently they're putting a lot of effort for Shadowlands not to be like BFA, which I don't know what it means exactly, but BFA was not a very big success from what I heard, so if they don't want to recreate that and they want to make something better, well, that's a good thing. It's, it's good to look forward to. Probably have 3 veins. If the first one is 2 hits like we've been having there, probably gonna have 3. Or this one has an arcane crystal. Good, okay, never mind. We don't have 3. RIP. But this one has to be 4. Guaranteed. What? 2 mines of 2 hits and that's it? Bro, Blizzard, I want a refund on that run. What the hell? No arcane crystal? No, fuck all. Wow, yo, that's disrespect. That's straight up disrespect. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Man, the loot on this one is atrocious. Straight up atrocious. Boom, okay, that's the one. Alright. Yeah, one last run. Is he really AFK? But anyways, he's too close to it, so even killing him would not do anything. Oh, he's not AFK. Armpit, what? Omnius? Okay. Why did you auto-attack me, bro? Come on. Yes, it's been reset. Okay, cool. Ah, yep. Base rank 5 Judgment Crusader buff, rank 3 sword, damage from 43 to 68, 1.6. I'm not gonna get any Arcane Crystal from this run. I better try to stack up as much as as much as I can, so I'll get the Grump's Blood in this case. Huh. Alright, nobody's here. Nothing here. Rallying Cry of the Dragon Slayer. Somebody direct message me if I want to do AB. What? Just tag somebody. Tag the @paladin, bro. Come on. Okay, no city here. Where are we now? We're still in Silver Moon. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm not trying to fight this dude. Anytime now. There we go. Whew. Oh yeah, I don't know if you guys realize, but they open free transfers on they open free transfers for a couple of realms that because we have like a 5 to 6 realms that nice that are over 10k pop, which is why we have crazy queues at like the queue. The earliest I saw the queue starting on Insidious was like 2:30 p.m. like in the afternoon. Like this is absolutely crazy. But they opened what the heck am I doing? They opened free transfers, and it's funny the realms you can transfer to. It's Thalnos, which is like a 99% to 1 horde to alliance ratio. So already it's like okay. I'm pretty sure it's PvP because normally it would not be that big of a you would not have that big of a difference between the two if it was like PvE or RP. So it's more than likely it's PvP. Then you have another PvP server, basically where everybody from Talnos went to. All the alliance from Talnos went after transferring. Or you have a PvE server. So it's like, what are you doing? Like, why these choices? I mean, I don't know if they can do anything better than this, but I mean, apparently they'll also open another. Like I was seeing this morning that they opened. In our Discord, people were saying, oh, they gave another alternative, a fourth alternative that you can transfer to. But I mean, you're gonna leave. Let's say, like, would you leave a server where you have like a 5-hour queue to go on another PvP server where the ratio is like 99 to 1%? Like it's legit a 99 to 1%. Like, personally, I would not. Like, especially like right now, I know for some people that, you know, their job is considered essential during this pandemic. They have to go to work, and maybe for them, it's like they are stuck between a rock and a hard place because it's either they don't play the game at all because they're stuck in like a 6-hour queue when they come back around like 8, or they transfer on a very bad server, or on another server that's going to be just as imbalanced but towards alliance because all the alliance from the server that was like sinking went there. I don't know, but for me, I would never do that. Because the thing is, if you transfer from a PvP server to PvE server, that's a one-way street. You don't come back from there. You will not be able to transfer from PvE to PvP, which is like I don't really understand the reasoning behind it. Like I guess if you're used to PvE, you don't want to be thrown into a PvP situation where you'll start getting ganked, you'll have your resources taken away from you by somebody who is just trying to be as much of a cheap shotter as possible and whatever. So yes, I guess the two mentalities are like it's like a completely different game. But still, I mean, okay, let's like I'm not against that, but it's just if you have the option to transfer to a PvE server and you do it, and then you want to come back to a PvP server later on, that's it. So I don't know. It just felt weird that with all the problems that we have right now, it's like, hey, you can transfer to like 99% to 1 ratio for free, or you can go on a PvE server or on another random server that everybody transferred to. I don't know. It just felt like okay, okay, Bliss. Whatever floats your boat. What's up, Kenneth? How much MP5? I mean, it's MP5 is not a required stats. Like, how much do I have? Melee defense mana. MP5 I have 43 from items and yeah, 105 from spirit, but you don't really get all that much. Like if you follow the 5-second rule, you will get that, but I only have 43 on my gear. I guess it's nice to have some if you don't have a better alternative, but like you have already 30 or 33 or 36 from your Blessing of Wisdom, depending if you chose the talents in the Holy Tree to increase it further. I mean, you don't need all that much. I mean, if you don't have any MP5 on your gear, but you have more spell power instead, if you have more spell power than me, I have 229. If you have more stam, more mana, etc., you're gonna do just fine as well. Like mana per 5 is not what is gonna stop you from being successful here. If it's your only concern, just go right in, my friend. Go right in. Show them how it's done. AoE Pally, nice. Oh, bulky maul and a fell cloth. I guess that's not bad. Yeah, nice. AoE farming. That's very cool. I'll give it a try as well. I'll give AoE farming a try with the lashers, see how that goes. Then, because that's the thing, there's so many people I cannot, you can, any person in his right mind would consider AoE farming on Incendius like right now. You know what I mean? And I just saw Mr. Kenneth, thank you for subscribing. Like you. Thanks for the support. I appreciate that. But nobody in his right mind would think about AoE farming outside on Incendius right now. Like even at 11, even when I start streaming normally, like 9 or at absurd hours, like, well, I guess you could do this at like absurd hours very soon in the morning, but I mean, like it's if you can adjust your schedule that way, okay, but if you can't, like don't even give it a try. Like it's not worth it. Like what are you gonna farm anyways? I'll only want to try with the lashers, see how that goes. Then if it goes very well with lashers, well, anybody that has a situation that makes it possible for him or her to farm outside in the open world and then go farm, you know, whatever else. Or I might even try to do some SM runs, see how that goes as well. Just if I can do the lashers at level 54 very easily, I might even be able to run SM quite efficiently, and then you can just sell runs to people. Okay. Huh. Well, okay. Mr. Red Sky, you said that's the best. Rank 6, I judged and I do a rank 3. How much am I hitting for? I'm hitting for 80? Oh, with a rank 3? What the fuck? Holy schnitzel. but but then you were saying, you know, you hit for 67 whatever because you have your yeah, no, that's not the right one. Okay, let me do that again. Boom. With rank 3. Hitting for 80? How much would I hit with rank? I hit for the same amount. Huh. So basically you just give up on some judgment damage. You know, you give up 3x, but that's still interesting that rank 3. Wow. You didn't even bother giving me some good loot. Come on. That's one of the problem with the Lasher farm, you know. The loot sometimes yeah. If you do them all, it's, you know, it becomes decent, but other than that it's not. Like you're not going to get something that will sell for like 150 gold just like this. Alright, blood sacrifice to the arcane crystal gods. Let's hope we can get something good out of this run, out of the last run of today. Oh. I guess I'll start the fight. Time to hit the fur balls, yeah. Like I was saying, some guildies very, very poor, so we're gonna help them. I'm gonna provide for the guild. Consume Domo on the other hand, yeah, well. Pretty sure a lot of people, although in our guild they don't have a lot of liquidity, but when it comes to assets and a lot of stuff in the bank, oh yes, I'm sure they're all stacked up. There we go, finally I can use it. Still in Silver Moon. resist. Disrespect. Disrespect is real, bros. The disrespect is real. But I guess I resist a bunch of his spells, so I'd rather have him. Well, although no, it's about the same amount of damage when I crit with a Holy Shock. Because I hit him for about 700 to 800 on good days. So yeah, I guess it's a resist for a resist. Res for res, bro. Sub for sub. Oh ho. Oh, double resist on your withers. Get wrecked. That seems to piss off the mob more than anything else, though. He's probably gonna get a few. Like he's gonna load the guns and just unleash. Oh, triple resist! Get wrecked even further. Oh my god. Can I get a fourth one? Oh, okay, no. Man. So, I like to. Oh, no. I'd like to give a big shout out to my nature resist enchant on my gear on my shoulders because you just saved me from like 2.5k damage taken, almost, give and take. So yeah, big shout out to you. And maybe my chest piece as well because it has some 10 nature resist, but yeah. Shout out to my gear. God damn. Oh, nice. That was a nice crit. That's cool. I didn't even use any of the 2 remaining bandages that I had, or that I have, so that means I'll be able to use them later on. Okay, let's just make sure we got this right. Nice. Because the little minions, Alzin's minion, will be much faster, so if you are already on the ledge and you don't try to clamp up, have them just bunch up together, the little mobs are going to be very close, so you'll want to jump and go to the spot, but then the boss might be not all that far on the ledge, so he might just run down and then boom, he can just wither you, or... Man, these little demons are really close to their master today. Was it? I think only the first run. It's only the first run where they came all the way back over here. Other than that, they always ran back with the master. They're probably the one being like, "Hey, master, you know what? Yo, why are you talking to me, you useless minion? Guess what? We just stole his arcane crystal." It's probably those sons of mother. They're probably the reason why. They're stealing my arcane crystal and they're giving it to the boss, man. Straight smugglers. You deserve to be all rezzed and killed again. That's why we don't get arcane crystal, boys. That's why. It always seems that when I'm not streaming, I get arcane crystals, but when I stream it, I'm like, yo, boys, we're gonna get rich. It's possible to get a good a good amount of gold per hour when you do this farm. I never seem to get any. Murphy's back at it, I guess. That's probably the last one. So I got 1, 2, 3. The first one, 4, 5. Have you man? Have you ever got huge emerald and an arcane crystal? Holy damn! Imagine having 2 arcane crystal in one hit. Oh, yeah, we got an arcane crystal, yes, and we got a huge vendor. So that's 1 gold. So basically at 65, 66, 67. That's about 4. So 71, 76, 80, 83, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Plus 5, that's normally 12, so that's about half. No, that's 1/4. So that's 3 gold. Yeah, well, but I would not sell them piece by piece, but yeah, decent amount. I mean, how long have we been farming? 147, but that's about with 15 minutes of run to get to the instance of 1 hour and a half. We said, you know, I don't remember, 65, 67, 71 plus 3, 74 plus 8 is 81, 82, 83, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 91. So yeah, oh my god, 30 gold an hour. Ay, 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 ouch. That sucks. But we got an arcade crystal nonetheless, so I guess it's worth it. Yeah, I'll just log out in here because right night tonight I want to have my DM buffs because I want to die on Veil, obviously, with the first bomb. Get the nice roll at 1 of 40. So,
Mic off. Mic
oh my
on.
god. So yeah, okay. That's gonna be it for today, guys. Thank you very much for your support. Thank you very much for tuning in. If everything goes right, I should be able to stream tomorrow. If we have some people stuck in the huge queue and we have to postpone the raid, I might not be able to stream because like last week we postponed the raid until like 10:30. So by the time we finish everything, it was like 1 a.m. So then obviously it just pushes everything further. It pushes everything to later. So I might not be able. So I don't want to give you false hopes, but I might be streaming tomorrow morning. We'll see, like I said, how it goes tonight. So before we leave, thank you to Mr. Will, Corica, Red Spy, Xenoir, sorry if I'm butchering your name, and Kenneth for getting the chat going, and thank you all to the 12 simultaneous viewers right now. Thank you very much, I appreciate that, and we're gonna see you soon. In the meantime, guys, like always, have a good one, take care of yourself. We're gonna get out of this pandemic with a bunch of wrecking crystals, with a bunch of bottomless bags, and maybe even rank 11. We'll see about that. I'll see how it goes for the PvP aspect, but take care of yourself. We'll see you soon. Most importantly, in the meantime, you already know it. Stay blessed.